corporations don't exist. They're pieces of paper at the end of the day. It's the people that do the work, the people that build the roads and are the lovers and the givers. And I agree with that. And I want to move on to the final aspect now. And I want to really, this is just for me, is really the Ubuntu's ace up its sleeve. And I realize it's just a concept that if you told me about it a year ago, I would have just said this is completely crazy, until an experience I had at the end of last year. And I'll bring my own personal experience into this. And that was when I saw for the first time an actual, I'm just going to call it, I know it's not really what it is, but I'm going to, for want of a better term, I'm going to call it a free energy device. When I actually saw a device like that working, and I was there, I felt it, and I saw it, and it was quite a life-changing experience for me, because up until then, the amount of nonsense on the internet, the amount of empty promises with people promising to give free energy devices and free electricity to the people, and consistently, and everybody's got some weird device that happens to work, and none of the academics believe it, and everyone says it's a hoax. When I physically saw it in Cape Town, and the person, and for those of you want to go and have a look at it, just go and research the Ainslie circuit. This is where I came into it with Rosemary Ainslie, and I physically saw that such a device is possible. It was a big shift for me, and I want to talk you guys to talk me through this, because you keep talking about free and cheap energy. How is this going to work? Because I know it's possible, but how far off is it really? And I know, Michael, you are with the energy breakthrough movements. You speak at these conferences. How close is this really?
We're very close, Scotty. There are thousands of scientists, inventors, and researchers that have developed free energy devices. We know that free electricity and alternative sources of energy is not only possible, but it has been developed before and given to the world. The most famous example, obviously, always being Nikola Tesla. And everything we use in the world of electricity today, and electronics, and including television and radio, all that is all Tesla technology based. And yet most people that go to university and study electrical engineering hardly get taught anything about Nikola Tesla. It's quite spectacular.
So you agree it's real. I mean, this is not it's there, it's possible.
It's absolutely real. We know, I have seen free energy devices myself. I've seen them at these energy conferences that I've been attending around the world. The biggest problem, as I said earlier, the most fiercely protected area of global industry is the energy supply, and the petroleum and the electricity supply energies.
Now you're saying electricity supply is fundamental to Ubuntu contributionism working.
It is one of the founding cornerstones. Absolutely, it is almost the breaker of the enslavement pattern. Because once you have an energy device or the supply of free electricity or free energy to a community, that community can do everything and anything for itself.
Absolutely. Sid, tell us a little bit about your experiences with what Michael's talking about with regards to the technologies and the practicalities of a movement like this. You've done a lot of research in this field as well.
No, look into the energy fields. I've worked with free energy devices myself. I've tested them. The only thing that I haven't done is put certain very expensive oscilloscopes and stuff to the test with them because of the costing and the availability.
What is that? Is the purpose of that to prove it to you?
Well, that's just to prove to electrical engineers that these
real.
Devices are real and can work. But I've actually put them to the test physically, so I do know that they work. Yes, and it's undeniable. These things do exist. I mean, I sounded a little negative just now, which wasn't my point. I'm actually very optimistic about the future of the human race. The only thing that I do realize that a lot of our political opponents don't is that one has to understand what the root cause of a problem is in order to solve it. And having spoken to a number of politicians at the IEC and so on, these guys are just following the same bandwagon without really understanding what the root cause was.
What's the formula? It's a methodology.
Exactly. The Ubuntu Party understand what caused the problem in the first place. They've identified that and have therefore the answer to sorting it out.